Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to go over 5 tips and tricks for Lies of P to help improve your gameplay experience. A lot of you guys are going to be starting the game today as it releases September 18th, 2023. This is a pretty brutal experience. It starts off pretty forgiving, and after a while, halfway through the game, it becomes pretty destructive. So I'm here to help you out with 5 tips and tricks that will help make your end game a little bit easier. Let's start with number 1. You're going to want to upgrade your dodge as soon as possible. Basically, after you reach the Watchman boss, you'll get access to this P organ. It's kind of like a skill tree for various abilities, and in the very first node of 4 abilities, you are able to upgrade your dodge. This will give you a double dodge. Essentially, once you press the dodge button, if you press it again, you will be able to perform a second roll and add additional iframes. Now, why do I think this is important? Because later on, the bosses go absolutely insane with their attack combos, you know, millennia-like attack combos, 5, 6, 7 hits in a row, and I found it a lot easier to dodge those moves than to parry them. The parry window here is very unforgiving, it is very tight, and so dodging is gonna be a huge improvement. Let's talk about the build itself. What happens if you make the wrong choice? What happens if you spec yourself dexterity versus strength? Or what happens if you go arcane versus strength? Will you be able to fix that later on? Yes, you will be able to respec later on in the game. You get access to the respecking ability kind of late, about 2/3 the way in the game in chapter 7. So don't worry about it until then. Have fun, try new builds, see what works for you. Some builds are going to be very viable early game, some builds are not going to be very viable, but once you get to chapter 7, you will be able to press the reset button, you will be able to get new skills, you will be able to reset your P organ as well, so if you don't like the skill trees that you've allocated there, you can also change that. So don't worry about experimenting, go have fun for the first part of the game. Next, the Legion arms. You will be able to craft additional Legion arms as the game goes on. You need to pay attention to what those Legion arms scale with. For example, the Flamberge scales with Advance, which is this game's version of Magic or Arcane. Now, I'm running an Advanced build, but if you're running a Motivity or Strength build, then you are probably going to want to focus in on those Legion arms. Furthermore, you can make a lot of the Legion arms in your game. However, you should probably focus on upgrading the ones you really love. Even if they don't do the most damage, maybe you like the utility function of some of them. Like, for example, the puppet string pulls an enemy towards you. The Flamberge shoots out fire. So make sure you pick 1 and 2 and really focus on upgrading them. They will help you out a lot in the end game. Next, the main bosses of the game, not the mini bosses, not the elite bosses, but the main bosses for each chapter are going to drop special souls, or ergo as they're called in this game. Do not eat those souls. They are worth 5,000 ergo or souls. Starting in chapter 4, you're going to meet a very special somebody who is interested in that special ergo. Just like in the Souls games, you will not be able to get all the items in one playthrough because you only get 1 special ergo from that boss. So you're going to have to defeat that boss at least 2 times if you want to be a completionist and get everything the game has to offer. But don't eat those souls. Next, a lot of NPCs are going to give you quests. There's at least 1 to 2 NPCs per chapter, and they give you these little mini side quests. The descriptions and how to solve them isn't always apparent, but pay attention to all the text all the NPCs have to give you because it is very important. Some NPCs even give you little rewards. I'm not going to say what they are. And other NPCs, if you fix those quest lines, they alter the outcome of the game. So pay very close attention to what quests the NPCs are giving you. Alright guys, so that's it. 5 tips and tricks for your Lies of P experience. I'm here to make your life a little bit easier. Please drop it in the comments what you have found helpful in your gameplay. And if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. The support, it really is appreciated, and I will catch you next time. See ya.